Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to Connie's Craft Along. Um, Myself and Oscar, who's standing on my table right now. It's kind of his spot, isn't it? Oh, there he goes. Okay, perhaps we can craft without Cat, at least for now. So welcome. If you are on here, do say hello. Let me know that you're here. I am just getting everything kind of set up and rolling, but I think it says I'm live, so hopefully I can find me in here. There we go. Oh, I think this is me. Yes, there was a little bit of cat right at the very beginning, but and then some cat tail. So anyway, welcome, welcome. March 21st. We're moving through March. I can't believe how quickly this month is going. And probably the next week and a few days, week and a half almost, week and 3 days, is probably going to go very quickly, which is, it's good and bad. I'm still skiing, and that's awesome. And I'm hoping to get a few more days in. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Definitely Saturday. Saturday, I'm going to Craigleith, which is one of the private clubs up here. So that's always a treat. And I think there was some chatter in a group of ski instructors that I belong to about uh, some stuff next week. So I haven't looked at that yet. Don't know what it's all about, but we'll see. We'll see. It's supposed to get mild next week, though. So might get a little bit iffy. We might be doing some spring skiing. I got to tell you, today was a little nippy on the hill. There was a really biting wind, but the snow was wonderful. Conditions were great for skiing. So um, felt like I was skiing like, nobody's tomorrow or whatever the saying is. I don't know, but it felt good anyway. So we'll keep it going. But after that, April is coming, and there's so many things going on. I am adding new events to my calendar. So I don't have all the details worked out, but a couple things you should be aware of. I will be traveling in early April, and so I'm probably going to have to abandon some of these things because I'm still trying to, get back on track. And I'm trying to add more events in April just to up my game a little bit, shall we say. So lots going on. So I might not get these Facebook Lives in. I was thinking I might be able to record something, but I don't know that I'm going to get that. We'll see how it goes over the next week or so. Uh, but in any case, um, kits. Have you seen our kits? There are some awesome, fun kits that Stampin' Up! Has brought out. I showed one yesterday on Craft Spot, a brand new honeycomb one that is coming out in April. So that is not even available yet, but it's coming. And I showed that sparkly birthday one recently. And there's some other really pretty kits that are available that you can see online. So I am going to have some kit parties. Let's get together. This is a great way to craft. So it's about getting together, and it's about spending time together and crafting and chatting and visiting and getting to know each other better and all those wonderful things. So it's great for people who know how to craft because everything's prepped and ready to go. But it's also great for people that are new to paper crafting. So I am going to invite you, challenge you to find a friend, maybe a friend who hasn't done a lot of crafting or paper crafting, and invite them to join you. And then I invite the two of you to join me for my craft party night or craft party. I'm going to do one on a Saturday morning, and I'll probably do a couple in the afternoon, and uh, I will do virtual, uh, a couple of virtual events as well. So if you have a preference for days or times or anything, I'm looking maybe third to fourth week of April. Third week probably. Think trying to think how the calendar went. But in any case, I'm looking to do it in there. I haven't confirmed, finalized, written in concrete the dates just yet. So if Monday afternoon is the best time for you, let me know. And I'll see what I can do. If you want to gather a few of your friends, I'll bring the party to your house. So, you could just tell me that you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 friends, and you're going to get them all together, and we're going to have a party. And I'll bring the entertainment, the crafting, the fun. It's not a game, but we could make it a game. And you and your girlfriends can spend the evening together, gabbing and crafting, and you know, maybe a little glass of wine, whatever you like. We can set that up as well. I'm absolutely open to that. So reach out and let me know that you are interested in something like that, and I would be happy to chat with you about what we can get to work. I am also working on a stamp camp because, of course, the new catalog is coming. And so I am looking to do that uh, early in May. And uh, well, hmm, hmm. Early in May was when I was thinking. And I think I might have messed up some of my dates on some things for when I can do things. But um, anyway, we'll sort it out. We will make it work. But that I'm looking to do that in May. So watch for that. More details to follow. Okay, shall we do some crafting? Let's get to some crafting. That's enough chit chat on my part, isn't it? So lots of fun things coming though. Anyway, so here we go. I'm just gonna pull this up just slightly. Look at this on stage, stamping up down the bottom. Did you see that? I was at the OnStage conference last week. It was tons of fun, and we learned lots. We got the new catalog. We got lots of swag and goodies, and just spent time with other demonstrators. Lots of stamping presentations and demonstrations. So we got to see a lot of the new products in action, and it was just a wonderful conference. So there we go. Okay, so here are our pieces for tonight. And you know what? As much as I kind of like uh, just putting the sizing on my graphic uh, that I posted, it means when we get here, I don't have my post-it notes with the sizes. So I'm a little bit lost as we review this. So I am just going to move some of these things over a little bit so that I can easily see my grid paper that I have here. And then I'm going to tell you that we have a card base. So if you start your card base 4¼ by 11, you can score it at 5½ and cut it, if you're cutting it this way, at 2¾ okay? And then you will have the proper card base that is 4¼ by 8¼ and you will have the other piece that is 2¾ by 4¼ and you need both of those, so it works out perfectly. We have a piece of designer series paper that is 4 by 5¼ and I'm using the Be Mine designer series paper. So no bumblebees in this one, but we have some bumblebees here that I had to put on. Oh, I missed this, didn't I? Oh no, that was that one. Okay, this cardstock piece is the larger one, and this is 5 by 3¼ and then we have, I think this is 4¾ this is the one that goes on it. Yes, so this is 4¾ by 3 let's just go on there. And then we have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and they are 4 by 2½. However, what you need to know, if you have a pattern, pretend I, okay. So one of them you want wide and the other one you want tall. Okay, so if it has a pattern with an up and a down, you want one to be wide and one to be tall. Okay, and then I suggested a couple of, or some interest elements, punched items, stamped items, die cut, fussy cut, whatever you fancied. And then I've suggested a strip of basic white for your sentiment. Okay, so this is a little bit of a fancy fold, which you've probably guessed based on the different card base that we're using. It's not completely standard. Just going to do that. And but it is a relatively easy card. So somewhere in here, I do have adhesive. So the designer series paper, the large piece, we are going to put right onto the back. So when you fold your card base, the small flap is going to be the front of the card, okay, and the standard large size is the back. Now I am doing this card portrait. I guess you could do it landscape as well. Maybe we can try that with the next one. I think it will work with everything that I've cut. I just have to sort of rearrange where I put things, but I think it might work. We'll take a peek. Okay, and this piece is going to be for your message that you write to your recipient. But what I want to tell you, if you want to put a little stamping on here, we're going to adhere it right near the top. And then this piece is actually going to go onto the top, leaving a border. Okay, can you see how I've got some white around there? So you don't want any stamping right at the edge of this white piece, or you will see it. So if you're going to put a little something or other in here, maybe for this card we'll do it at the top, just to be different. And so I have grabbed the Notes of Nature stamp set, and this one really sort of belongs at the bottom, but maybe not the best one. I'm going to put it at the top, is it? I guess we could, but the other stamp set that I grabbed was this Latte Love, because I was going to do something with the "You're the best part of my day." So I could put this little heart on. That's supposed to be the top of the cup, the way that the barista makes all those fancy patterns on your fancy drink, and you're all impressed and everything. But we could use that. Hopefully it's not too large. I don't think it would be too large. I think it'll work. Okay. So I'm just going to grab a block, put that onto there. Excuse me. This is brand new to me. It is brand new released. It's an online exclusive, so it is available online. It's not in a catalog, but I haven't played with it yet. So this is the first time. I'm going to bring in my Pool Party ink because this is Pool Party cardstock, and I'm going to bring in. Whoops! I have all these things on my desk. I just don't have them quite handy. This is half of a Stampin' Clear mat, so it just creates a little foam cushioning under my paper for my photopolymer stamps so that I get a nice image. Okay. So hopefully there's no, sometimes there's just a little bit of the processing chemical on it, and you don't always get a lovely image right away with your very first stamp. You have to kind of clean it off, which might be the case there, but I'm kind of okay with that. And I think what I will do is just clean the stamp, and we'll try it again, perhaps on the other side of my two-sided cardstock, and see if it comes out a little more solid or not. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because that looks pretty good. One might argue that I should just leave well enough alone, but I just have to try one. But I did just give it a quick clean off. Let's see what this looks like. Just for comparison. So that is a little bit more solid. Almost the same though. So I think that's kind of how it's supposed to be because it is in your coffee cup or maybe your chai latte. Do they do that on chai lattes? I don't really know. Haven't had one, but anyway, all good. Okay, so there is that. And while I'm here, I was going to use this for my sentiment, and I'm thinking I might need to do it on, not on a strip because it's a little bit larger. Look, I left the cover off that and it's stuck. You're the best part of my day. Go. So, do you do this with your clear stamps? I lay them down on my grid paper so that I can do my very best to get them straight, and then I will block up with the lines, and then hopefully it's going on straight. So I'm going to stamp this, and then I'm going to see if I have a circle handy because I didn't really bring a shape for that. So what do we have? I'm reaching into some of my older circle punches that aren't necessarily curved, but if you have circle punches in your stash, hang on to them because they are awesome. Hi, Donna. Thanks for stopping by. So this is 1 1/4, and I think that will work okay. It's snug, but that's okay. we got all the words in, and that's the main thing. So, okay, set that aside, and I think that's all I'm doing with the stamping, at least for now. So set that aside. Okay. So now we can put this back piece onto our cardstock. That's it. So hope you enjoyed the meeting last night, Donna. I thought it was great having so many people out. We had really great turnout at our team meeting last night. Always wonderful. There was a ton of stuff to go over because, as I suggested at the beginning of this, there are so many things going on in April for demonstrators, and we're sort of passing that on and creating things for our customers. So it's a busy time, but the last chance list is out. So products that will not be continuing on into the new catalog. It was good. I'm glad you thought so, Dawn. And there is a list of things because anytime we get a new catalog coming, it's sort of bittersweet. There's going to be lots of fun new things, but it does mean we need to say goodbye to some things. So the big one, of course, is the in colors. So if you like Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, Sweet Sorbet, which is the red in this paper, Parakeet Party, or one more. Oh my goodness, Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and Tahitian Tide, which is that beautiful turquoise one. Those are all retiring at the end of April, and they do tend to sell out quickly. So if any of those were your favorites, then you want to, get another package of the cardstock, or make sure that you have the refill for your ink pad. Just take care of those kinds of things because at the end of April, they will be gone. So now is the time. And the last chance list, so right now there is the best selection because once the last chance list is released, everything is while supplies last. So the best selection obviously is at the very beginning. The best pricing, however, will begin on April the 9th. So if there's something that you've sort of been thinking you'd like, but it just seemed a little bit expensive for your budget, if you're okay possibly not getting it, or certainly not at the higher price, hold on. And April 9th, a lot of the items will go on sale. So the prices will come down, which of course is always a wonderful thing. Everybody likes a bargain, right? So that will be coming April 9th. So busy times. And as I said, the best selection is right now, but there will be sales and so better pricing starting April 9th. Okay, so there is my card. Hopefully you saw that I just added the designer series paper to the front flap, and then this is just standard 1/4" bordering. Okay, and then I punched out some of these little guys this is also from the designer series paper. I was thinking, don't know whether I punched a couple. Don't know whether I want them both on this card or just one. And then of course, do I want the eyes open or the eyes closed? Maybe just one. A little less is a little more. I have another one too. I have this guy. He's punched with a bigger circle. I could do that one as well. Too many choices. I don't know. Okay, maybe this guy. Back to this guy. What do we think? Should we go with that? I didn't punch any borders for these guys. I think that's okay. There's a lot going on these, so maybe we're good without a whole lot more. We won't overload things too much. But I am going to pop these guys up on dimensionals. So just put a few dimensionals onto here. Some onto here. Does that work, Donna? Okay, thanks. Sometimes, my goodness, it's so nice to have a second opinion, isn't it? I don't know. I do things and then I look and I think, does that look good? I don't know. It's nice when there's somebody who will go, yes, I like that, or no, move it up, move it down, change the color, add some more, whatever. And of course, we all have different tastes. So something that I think looks pretty good, you might go, not quite my cup of tea. And you might like things that I don't particularly care for. And that's some of the fun of crafting. And that's why when we share things that we've created, it's always so inspiring because everybody has a different take on things. Okay, now I am into the gem bin here and I am looking for these. So here's the colors that are in fact retiring soon. These are all the in colors. They're still lovely. I will miss them, but there's new ones coming. So anyway, I think we are going to use these sweet sorbet guys just to snazz this up a little bit. There we go. Should be up just a little bit higher. They maybe should have been down here, but they're not. They're up top. So there's your card. So there's your fancy fold. And this almost looks like fingers, doesn't it? The way people do the love you heart. So that works. There we go. One card. And now I have an extra bumblebee to put somewhere. This one I did cut because I did bring supplies to make another card, same paper, but different patterns. And so maybe we'll try this one, this direction, shall we? Because look, these flowers don't really have a direction. And I can just swap the two pieces that I was going to do because they are the same size. We'll give it a go. How's that? We'll see what we get. Okay. So I said use a strip for your sentiment, and then I pulled out my sentiments and I didn't really put it together, but I do have just a little note to say hello here, so that will work for that one. I think I have a strip that's wide enough, hopefully. Yes, I think it will work. Okay, so this is going to be our inside piece, and this is going to go this way this time. So we want to put a little embellishment either here or here. So this time we could put it at the bottom facing up. So maybe I will go and use that flower this time, and I can stamp it in Sweet Sorbet. Pull out that and in here and get this little note guy out as well. Put that on there. And then this one. I don't have a good tip really for mounting your red rubber stamps on the grid paper. I try to look down through to the lines. Hopefully it's straight, and I don't think that one really is. So we'll perhaps do that again. And if it's not straight, well, it's a strip of basic white cardstock. I have lots of those. Hopefully I have them close by. Okay, Sweet Sorbet. And we'll put this side so it will be hidden. Again, just a reminder that we don't want, no, this is hidden by the top. We're okay. All of a sudden I thought, oh no, it's too close to the edge. But it's down this section that you don't want any stamping because that will show through or might get covered by your layer on top. Okay. Clean that stamp off quickly. And I think I will stamp my sentiment in the same Sweet Sorbet. We'll stick with a color theme going on here. Chevron lens, perhaps. Not sure what I want to do. But look at that. I stamped it nice and straight. Bonus points for stamping straight first try, I think. Always in order, right? Okay. And now we can close this. Set that there. So this is going to go onto that piece of cardstock. So if you are interested in kits or joining my kit party that is coming up in April, you can see all the available kits online. You can just go to my online store and look up. You can search for kits and they'll all come up. So you could get whatever you want. I will have kits here available, but if there is something in particular that you really want, we can get that ordered in advance. So you can take a look and let me know if that's the case. Okay, the other two pieces of designer series paper that I had, this was originally going to go here, and then yellow on the front again. But I'm going to do this sideways. I'll need to do this, and this will be the front on here. And that's okay. I think we can still put some things on. It's a little busy, but we'll make it work. I don't think, no, that can't go there. That could be, just, do I want the bigger? These are like these that I punched out. Okay. Yes, they are. So I don't know that I want that. Okay, we'll just stick with the original plan. I think that, let's not get too complicated. Late in the day, don't strain the brain. I'd say go with the plan, but I've already gone off the plan, right? Because I wasn't originally planning to do this landscape, but I like the idea. Should have thought of that. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh goodness. Okay. So who knows the dental floss trick? So here we go. Dental floss under the edge. Okay, and I'm just going to pull it over to this edge. I'm going to start to pull it down, get my finger under there. It's a little bit hard to hold the cardstock at the beginning while you get it started. But once you get your dental floss down a little bit, you can get your fingers in, and then you can hold the bottom cardstock a little easier. So just going to pull that all the way down. And now, as you can see, my cardstock and my DSP are no longer attached. And I can fix the mistake. Okay. Someone said, does it need more adhesive? It may not. I tend to just put a little bit on, just sort of to be sure, because sometimes the adhesive will stay on the other layer. So it might have stayed on the cardstock and not be on the back of the designer series paper. Sometimes not, but I usually add more adhesive just to be sure. This will work better. So the dental floss is a great way to fix your boo-boos. You can do it if you have used liquid glue. It's a little bit tougher to get the dental floss to pull it off. If you are struggling with that, you can just use your heat tool and that will melt the glue and then pull your dental floss through. Okay, so I am going to put this onto my card and then we'll just decide what we're going to do with decorations and sentiments. So, yeah, just going to line this up so I have a nice border all the way around. So, okay, and then this guy, I think I could go really just easy. Okay. I mean, would it work with Karen tape? Yes, Donna, it will. And with anything, time is of the essence. So if you've just put something together with Terran tape or liquid glue or tape runner, you will be able to take it apart relatively easily. Okay. If you don't realize until tomorrow or the next day or the day after or something, and the glue has become very secure, it does get a little tougher. But if you use your heat tool, it will really help. It will melt the adhesive pretty much any time. So You may need to get your heat tool out, but it's a great way to take things apart and salvage the pieces, especially if it's something nice or something that you maybe can't recreate. I have taken some things off of a card that were stamped with a stamp set that I no longer have, and I wanted to, I forget exactly what I just remembered. Like, oh wow, I'm so glad I could get that off because I don't even have that stamp set anymore. So whatever it was fine. Okay, now this guy, is he gonna be a little big, a little busy? Should we go with the smaller one? Are they both a little big? I kind of need a piece of cardstock under him, don't I? Just to maybe set him off. Or I could use this guy and put some sweet sorbet ink around him just to help him stand out. I'll try that. If it doesn't work, we're going for some sweet sorbet cardstock, and I'll try punching another circle to frame it. Hopefully I don't have any sweet sorbet in mine. I have started to keep a scrap bin behind me for when I do these lives, and I all of a sudden go, oh well, I should just do this or that, and it's like, oh well, I don't really have that cardstock close by. The hope is that sometimes I can save it by having a scrap handy, but I haven't done a whole lot with sweet sorbet recently, so I'm not sure that I have that. But let's try this. So I'm just using a sponge dauber and sweet sorbet ink. And what this does is it just gives a little definition to the edge. So it's not an actual cardstock border, but it creates that edging the same sort of way. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but if you go very perpendicular to your paper, you just get a very thin line. If you lean in a little bit, you can get it a little bit thicker. So you can make it as thick or as narrow as you like. It's going to go in a little bit thicker. Just to see how that just has so much more definition there. Just and then if we put that on to with dimensionals, I think that will work. Okay, so let's just say I could do it to this as well, but that might be a little bit much. I'm not sure. I don't want to risk it. So we'll stop there. I'm using these little mini dimensionals tonight. I know a lot of people love them. For some reason, they're not my favorite. I often cut the big ones. I just find them a little easier to work with. I don't know why. I think it's a mental thing, and I'm kind of mental, but anyway, it's all what you get used to. But I think that I find the edges on the cut piece a little bit easier to get my fingernail under and get them off. Okay, so there we go. It's a little busier, but I think it's okay. And we'll just add, we'll put some bling down here. Because we have to have bling, right? It's just got to be there. But I don't think I want it on this part because there's quite a bit going on there already. So we'll just do them down in the corner here. And we still have one little guy left, but could have put him in there. Oh, well, we have the flower. Okay, so there you go. Look, portrait and landscape. It does work both ways. Oops, I'm a little crooked, aren't I? I'm a little bit off center there. Okay. All righty. So Let me just come back here. Okay. To this. There we go. There we go. I'm back. So those are the cards for tonight. I hope you like them. I hope that that you give them a try. It is a really easy, fun fold, but it's a little bit different with this layer not completely covered. Often, when I've done cards that are similar to this would this top piece would be the same size as the underneath piece. So just something ever so slightly different. And this was inspired by a swap that I got at OnStage. So another great activity from OnStage, the swaps. And so I will have lots of inspiration and card ideas to share with you in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you've had fun. I've really enjoyed it. And I hope we can do it again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.